Welcome to day 12 recap of the social challenge where we go out every single day for 30 days, no drink, no drugs, no tobacco, and we're also following the book The Rules of the Game by my bald friend Neil Strauss as a social fitness challenge. So today is day 12 recap, so Jai, why don't you explain to the viewers what we had to do?
Well, yesterday, actually I'm going to say this first.
Yeah.
If you are doing this challenge, do make sure you read this in the morning.
Yeah.
Because doing it in the evening really messes you up if there's a big challenge.
Yeah.
But less of that. Yesterday was about telling stories, trying to kind of reveal your personality through through a bit of narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I don't know. I struggled yesterday. I think maybe my hat wasn't in it because I was too busy doing birthday things.
Yeah, it was your birthday yesterday too. So
yeah,
that's true.
And maybe it was just a thing as well. Like I'm not really. I'm okay. I'm an okay storyteller, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say everybody has stories. It's just like trying to think of them consciously. It's just a lot different. But the book does give you suggestions. But as Jai was saying, we were both at a kind of like a disadvantage because we read the challenge late. And normally if the challenge is a short challenge, it's great. You can do it quick like that. But this challenge was all about storytelling. You had to really get into like your life and all the things you want to convey. So it took a bit of time. So I didn't even fully read it yesterday. So, like, can you still remember any of the stories you were saying? I was saying some random.
Well, I was talking
random
some
shit.
This is I think I'm gonna have to pull focus more in the next few days and concentrate more on these challenges.
Yeah, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, yesterday was more. Yeah. I think I just told one about. I think it was about me and my friend. We thought we were having UFO encounters. And we thought there was UFOs in the skies. Turns out they were lanterns when we went back on another night to see them. But I was telling this to this French girl, and I don't even think she understood a word I was saying. And it didn't matter. I just needed. She could have been a broom. At that point.
A wall.
A wall.
You're gonna be talking to a mirror.
We didn't.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Well, technically, yesterday I did a speech about the subconscious mind, and in that I give a story about how I used to actually do drugs and smoke and drink alcohol, and now I'm 100% sober on that oxygen and getting hydrated, so I did share to a group. There must have been like, I don't know how many people there, maybe a couple, 15, 10 or something, 10 or 15. So technically I did do it, but in terms of actually following what the thing was saying, definitely could have done better.
But your focus was on your speech.
Yeah.
That was my birthday.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that we understand that and don't get disheartened at all.
Of course.
Which can be an easy thing to do, but
you can always go back.
Yeah.
You can always read it again.
If you're gonna do 30 days, I think you have to acknowledge some days are gonna be a bit slower than others.
Yeah.
And not let it stop you carrying on.
But we have been out every single day.
Every single day, man.
What?
I'm surprised that, I'm doing alright.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing okay. I think it's the water.
Yeah. Getting hydrated.
Getting hydrated really does help. In fact, if I'm going to take anything away from this challenge is, before I go to sleep, I'm going to drink a big, massive jug of water. Get you up early. You have to sleep. You can sleep less. It doesn't matter.
Do you think you could do this if we're like? Do you think we could both do this if we were drinking every single day?
No way. I couldn't even make
getting
it past
smashed.
Past day
drunk.
2. No.
Oh, fuck that.
No way.
I did freshers 7 days in a row drinking, and at the end of it, I was like, I was like crawling, like, I don't even know who I am. But like, it's such like a loop because like you drink and you wake up, you're like, oh my god, I feel like shit. And then by like 6 o'clock, you're like, more alcohol.
But see, this whole thing has become my reality now. Like, I'm just getting used to going to bed about 2 in the morning. So hopefully I can take this habit and then use it with very productive things afterwards. Because I love my sleep too much.
I do.
You know, I could be easily pass out for like 12 hours straight. You know.
We do some guided meditation.
Exactly. But which I have been keeping up with Paul McKenna though.
Okay.
He's the I don't know if anyone's heard of him. It's the 7 I may have mentioned this before, but I think I'm on like day 4 of it now, and really good. Really good.
Helping with anxiety, etc.
I don't know. Well, I'm not too bad with anxiety or anything like. But I suppose my self-image and wanting better for myself. It's very strange. The strangest thing I've noticed about it is I did this a few years ago. The same like track. I bought his book and the CD, and when he was telling me, part of it is he's imagine your most perfect self. You know, your most confident self, and then step into them. But I remember a few years ago, my confident self was like, I don't know. I was like in a hip suit and like, you know, Mr. Cool, and everyone was like really admiring me and had my phone. But now when I think about it, I can just laugh my head off. I think I was in a sports car, like a really cheesy, you know, if you could imagine the cheesiest version.
And everything.
Yeah, with shades. But now it's like when I was
Bond.
but the last few days I've been doing it. Like I've been picturing myself more in like really comfortable clothes, you know, like a nice place, not like the mansion or whatever I imagined before, like something that I like little details, you know. I imagine waking up and I've got a big jar of water with some limes and lemons to be real good to myself, you know.
Nice.
Little things like that, which I think they're so much more achievable from the place I'm coming from now. Is there's no pressure, and I actually feel like I'm already living that at the moment.
Awesome.
You know? It doesn't.
Awesome.
And the things that I'm striving for, you know, are within my reach today. A lot of them. So, and that made it a lot more clearer. What about you?
So that's a good meditation.
Yeah.
I just do some stuff in the morning. I literally just look up positive affirmations on YouTube and then just play that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. But I thought it was interesting from the talk yesterday, where they talk in relation to anxiety. What was said is that whenever you take conscious control of your breathing, it stimulates the parasympathetic nerve, which is the opposite of the fight or flight response, which is actively helping you to calm down and relax. That's why taking deep breaths helps so much with anxiety. So anxiety tip.
Yeah.
Social anxiety.
Actually, that whole thing last night was amazing. What was the other guy? What did he call his talk?
Communication, the pathway to self-expression.
Yeah.
We are just space.
That's the angle he was going for.
We're just space.
Yeah.
Things that show up
but
in the space.
I think the title was very important because if you're not expressing yourself, you know, and you're not living your truth or really trying to be yourself. You know, it's ironic doing this book where it's pushing myself outside my boundaries, or doing something necessarily that I wouldn't usually do, or, you know, talk subjects that I wouldn't usually talk about. It really is bringing me a bit closer to, I think, what my true honest self is. Yeah.
And with that, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
I'm seeing battery low on the phone.
No. Quick.
So thank you very much, everybody, for watching another day. Social challenge, as always. Peace, love, and
veganism.
Get out there, get socializing, use the carbohydrates for energy to make a difference in the world. Peace, love. Make sure you eat enough. Don't go hungry.